Well, now this is a segment where Matt and I we scroll through HBO Max and we talk shit about the horror movies there, or we glaze some of them. We'll see.
For
HBO's
sure.
usually pretty good,
Yeah, I feel like HBO has a lot of good stuff on there.
pretty
I mean, a lot of
quality.
dog shit too, but a lot of good stuff.
Yeah. So let's start with this Ghost Story. Never seen it. You?
Nah.
All right, moving on.
Aliens.
Aliens. I mean, what more can we say about it?
Jimmy Cameron, man.
Jimmy Cameron nailed it. Anaconda.
I watched that years ago. I haven't seen it in a really long time.
Fun movie. Fun movie. Creature feature. You know.
Creature features are really rad.
Yeah, especially like those '90s, early 2000s,
Oh yeah.
where they still used animatronics. And
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like awful CGI and shit.
Word.
Beetlejuice, the first
Classic.
classic. Black Christmas. This was, I think, the third remake, and I didn't see it, and I heard it was like dumb feminist woke power shit, so I didn't bother with it.
So obviously that's the best movie on the platform. I mean, I did see a trailer for this thing, the one that's under Aliens. That it looks really interesting, but I don't know. I mean,
Caddo Lake.
yeah, I think I figured out the twist already
Mm.
just off the trailer. And if I can figure it out early, it's probably a bad sign,
Yeah.
but it looks rad.
When an 8-year-old girl disappears on Caddo Lake, a series of past deaths and disappearances begin to link together. It's 3 minutes long. Oh, it's a trailer.
Yeah, the trailer.
I was like, oh, a cool
Like-
little short movie.
Like
HBO
Matt, you
Max.
figured it out because you watched it.
Yeah. Interesting. Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Did you see that?
No interest.
Why not? Because Pete Davidson.
I saw the trailer and it was like, ugh, this just looks like just a shitty horror movie / Pete Davidson.
That's what I thought too. And then I saw some good reviews, and I was like, all right, let me give it a chance. And the first 10 minutes, I was ready to turn it off.
Right.
But it gets interesting.
I did want to see his one movie, The King of Staten Island.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like Bill Burr directed that or something. So there was like solid people around the project. I'm not too thrilled with him.
I'm
Like,
not a big Pete guy.
Yeah, he doesn't really do it for me.
I don't hate him, but Candyman 3 and Candyman 2. Didn't see those. Candyman 1 though.
Never
Great
seen
movie.
it.
See, we need to watch some more.
Yeah. Didn't they just remake it?
And it wasn't bad, I thought. Yeah, Jordan Peele produced it.
Nice.
I liked it. It got some bad reviews, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. But Candyman, the original from the 90s, is where it's at. I have the Blu-ray if you want to borrow it.
Nice.
Let's see.
Doctor Sleep, I heard, was really good. I wanted to see it, but I never saw The Shining, so
it is really good.
Good sequel.
Yeah, you should see The Shining. You don't need to necessarily for this movie, but you should just see The Shining in general. But yeah, Doctor Sleep is good. Totally different tone than The Shining.
Yeah.
But it supposedly follows Stephen King's book pretty closely. I don't know because
I hear that was one of the
books.
I hear that was one of the complaints about the Nicholson Shining.
Yeah.
Stephen King didn't like the movie, and then I think Spielberg made a TV miniseries that was closer
Right
to the book, and Spielberg loved it. I mean, King. Stephen King liked it a lot better because it was closer to the book.
But to me and most people, the movie that followed the book more wasn't as good.
I mean, maybe that just goes to speak more about Stephen King than it does the movie.
Yeah, not to talk shit on King, but I don't know. I thought Kubrick's was a masterpiece.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's go. Foreign.
Eraserhead. I've heard of that movie.
That's a David Lynch movie. That's a very disturbing movie about a guy who's becoming a father, and he has like these nightmarish hallucinations about being a father, and they're very grotesque. But
I mean, everybody knows it's hard for men to be fathers.
Yeah.
Some would say it's harder for men than it is for women to be parents. And I'm one of those people.
Yeah. Yeah, I think my father would agree. But we're not going to talk about that, all right? Eraser, yeah, highly recommend. Very surreal.
Evil
movie.
Dead. I want to marathon all those movies.
Oh, we should. Yeah, we should watch The Evil Dead.
I saw the OG one right after high school. It was like the summer I graduated. I remember enjoying it, but I didn't see any of the other ones.
That's the best one.
The OG?
I think.
Yeah.
I think they're all good, but it peaks at the first one, I think.
Nice.
Evil Dead 2 is like a quasi remake of Evil Dead. They kind of rewrite the story a little. It's bigger budget with, I guess, arguably better effects,
Yeah.
but it doesn't capture the manic energy.
I had heard, like, I don't know how much truth there is to it, but I had heard that by the time the third one rolled around, it became meta, like meta in the 80s, where people were clowning on the first two so much that Raimi was like, fuck it, we're making the third one a comedy.
I didn't realize. It definitely did make it a straight up comedy. And I like that one.
Yeah.
Army of Darkness. That's a great one. Yeah, we'll watch that. Dream Scenario is good. What's your boy, Nick Cage?
Oh, my birthday buddy, my birthday twin.
Not really a horror, more of like a, I don't even know what it, kind of like a fantasy drama, but basically he's a professor who feels like he's wasted life, and basically, strangely, people keep coming up to him saying that they see him in their dreams, and he's just trying to figure out why. And I guess you don't really figure out why, but it's a cool concept. Yeah. It's got some creepy moments, but not a horror movie. So HBO, get your shit together.
I've heard a lot of good things about that one, Evil Dead Rise.
I didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah, the remake, the initial remake was better. Evil Dead Rise, it's fine, but not great. I don't know.
What else?
I couldn't tell you why.
There's that Friday the 13th movie we were talking about. Let's see what year that was in.
09, I bet. Yep.
Wow. You win.
I'm like autistic when it comes to years and shit.
Nice. Yeah, when was the War of 1812?
All right, you got me.
Yeah, not so good anymore.
You got me. Now, this is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. Fright Night. Yeah, 1980. Wait, don't tell me 1980.
Keep your eyes closed. Close them tighter.
81?
5.
Fuck. All right. I'm not that autistic. But, yeah, a teen suspects his next door neighbor is a vampire in this savvy horror comedy.
Horror comedy. That you got to be real talented to make either one of those genres good. And when you have the stones to blend them.
Yeah. And pull it off.
Yeah.
They do.
That's why Raimi's the god. That's why Wes Craven's the god. That's why whoever directed Cabin in the Woods is a god.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, to me, Jesus Christ is the one and only God. But
I mean, was that not the best horror comedy you've ever seen?
I already forgot which one we're talking about.
Jesus Christ.
No.
The story of Jesus. I mean,
Passion of the Christ.
That's a horror. And then 3 days later, he's like, slide whistle. I'm back. That's a horror comedy right there, buddy.
That is hilarious. But yeah, Fright Night, I do recommend. Good special effects too, practical effects. Didn't see this. Maybe saw it. Didn't see
that. Is that J-Law?
That's J-Law.
Good for her.
I like J-Law.
She's good whenever she's not in an X-Men movie.
I believe it.
Those movies with her sucked.
Insidious Chapter 3, I think might have been the best Insidious in my opinion.
I've heard those are good. Never seen Insidious.
They're fun. They're jump scare heavy for sure, but they do it well.
I liked the new It movies. I thought those were cool.
Yes, I thought the It movies were good. Little too much CGI, in my opinion. Like towards the end, like where he's that giant spider.
Sure.
At a certain point, it's just like I feel like I'm watching a video game. Like,
that makes sense.
I'm not scared anymore. This is just
Krampus was fun. Did you see Krampus?
Krampus was fun. I did see that.
That's a fun one where there's a lot of funny people in that movie, and it's not funny.
No, not really.
Like kind of how we were just talking about horror comedy, but that one is stacked top to bottom with comedic actors, and it's not like it's a straight up horror movie.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy. It's PG-13. They should have went all out with the R. Yeah, PG-13, but it's good. I've seen it a couple
Malignant.
times.
I've been meaning to watch that. I've heard that's really good.
Yeah, that's
James Wan.
Yeah, that's a movie that's got a crazy twist towards the end. It's like
cool.
Because first, I don't know, it seems kind of like a basic bitch horror movie, and then there's a twist, and like, oh, that's what's happening,
nice.
and then it ramps up.
That's something I've been interested in. Maxine, that trilogy, Pearl X and Maxine,
they're good.
I haven't been able to find all 3 of them on streaming. It's always like one of them streaming, 2 of them are streaming. It's never all 3 because I would bang all 3 of those out in one day.
They're good. I thought X was a little overrated. I don't know. It's just a basic slasher movie. It's well done, but it's not. People were just raving and ranting on it, and I just thought it was fine.
Right.
And then Pearl is a prequel where it goes into who the killer was in X and goes into her
Gotcha.
backstory, which I thought was better. I thought it was more interesting. Not really a slasher.
What's that girl's name? Mia Goth?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mia Goth.
Yeah. She's good.
She is good.
Men.
This movie was really good. I avoided it for a while because I thought this was going to be some sort of like feminist. I don't know.
It's a horror movie called
allegory.
Men.
And it kind of is maybe a little bit, but not really actually. It's very interesting. It's got a lot of crazy body horror stuff. But basically, she's a very traumatized woman whose husband, I guess, committed suicide or something bad happened to him, and then she decides to take just a break from life and go out to this like resort in Ireland or something.
Oh,
and
she's earned it.
Maybe not Ireland. I don't know. I don't remember where, but like some sort of countryside place in Europe, and then she's seeing basically all the townsfolk have the same face, more or less. And she's being terrorized by
That's interesting.
different people. Yeah, it's really good. I enjoyed it a lot. Midsommar, good movie. Didn't have a great theater experience. It was one of those where I just had this fucking guy in his mid-50s just laugh at every death scene, like super loud, like not the kind of laugh where he thought like, I'm better than this, like I'm above this, like this, like wasn't that funny? Oh, he just jumped off a cliff and his face smashed into a rock.
See, I watched that at home, and it was during that movie when I found out, when I suspected that I had COVID for the first time.
Oh,
it was October of 2020, and I bit into a Baconator halfway through the movie and didn't taste it.
Oh, that's awful.
So I don't know what scared me more.
Yeah, that is pretty scary because Baconators are awesome.
And not being able to taste it, that's a fucking nightmare.
That's tragic. Night of the Living Dead, OG.
Classic.
You saw the OG one?
I believe so, yeah.
Pretty horrific for a movie. Came out in 1968. Yes.
Wow.
1968, yeah. Especially the scene where the kid...
Is that Romero?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
This is where the kid like stabs her mother with that little hand shovel.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah, it's pretty horrific though. Open Water, I saw that in theaters. You know, kind of boring at the time, but also pretty scary to be stranded out in open water with
I feel like shark movies in general are kind of like, you've seen one, you've seen them all, right?
This is different though. It's not like the sharks aren't the main feature. It's really the characters just being lost out at sea and then just bickering back and forth, and then they get eaten by a shark at the end. And it's not like Jaws or Deep Blue Sea or anything like that. There is one scene in the beginning where before they go out into the water, they're at this hotel and you just see like full frontal tits. And I was in theaters with my mom.
Of the shark?
Of the shark's tits, yeah.
Nice.
No, of the lady, and I just went, oh, like out loud, like, oh, because, and my mom immediately closed my eyes, but everyone in the theater laughed because it was very shocking, and I was a kid and I was not supposed to be looking at tits.
Right.
Anyways, Paranormal Activity 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Oh wow,
God.
they got.
I think I've only seen the first one.
They're fun. They're pretty effective. I gotta be honest. Found footage horror movies. Something about them. Like I don't know. It's pretty. I don't know if it's tacky. Maybe it is, but I don't know. They're effective to me. They're pretty scary. Yeah, not much to say about those. Pet Sematary, classic. Pet Sematary 2, Pet Sematarier. That's the kid from Terminator 2.
Really? That's Edward Furlong?
That's Edward Furlong, yeah.
Whoa.
It's not bad in the sequel, from what I remember.
It's a Poltergeist 2.
Didn't see it.
Oh, see, okay. This is where I am a Jesus, they made a 3? I didn't know they made Poltergeist 3.
Mm-hmm.
Salem's Lot. That's pretty cool. That's the vampire Stephen King, right?
This is the newest one. It's not out yet. It's coming soon.
No, but I mean, like the story, the book. I think that was about vampires. That was Stephen King writing vampires.
Right. Yeah.
See, this is where I'm a basic bitch. Saw. There we go. I love those.
They're fun.
I love them. I was there. I think I started going to the theaters to see them, starting with 3. And me and my best friend were at the theaters every year through like 7. and it was great.
It's
We ate it up. I mean, and I fully agree with how corny they are and how like over the top the plot twist would need to be in every movie, and how dramatic and like just overall corny it was. But basic bitch, I'm here for it.
No, they're fun.
I
Like
love them.
there's always that twist at the end.
Yeah.
Where there's some character or two characters that's behind it the whole time.
And it somehow connects to all the other stuff. Like
Right.
the old dude is dead for more movies than he's alive,
Right.
but he's still directly involved with all of it.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. It's so corny, but I love it.
No, they're fun.
I love it.
They got all the screams, all the
good ones.
The good ones, yeah.
1 through 4, all the good ones.
I mean, we've talked ad nauseum about that, so I'm not gonna get into it. But yeah,
I love that poster for 4.
Yeah, isn't that dope? Where they make
the mask is the knife. That is so fucking rad.
That is dope. And they make the 4 the A and Scream. That's very clever.
Yeah,
very clever. Sinister. That's a good one.
Oh,
you see that one?
No, but I've heard that that's the better of like that popular haunting movie that would come out around that time, like the early 2010s.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty creepy.
There's only 2 of those, I think.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother with the second one, but the first one was good.
Because like Conjuring, you got to watch 7 of them.
Right.
There's like 5 or 6 of them.
Oh, the first one's good. He finds all these Super 8mm tapes in his attic. And they're all snuff films.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And they're very creepy. Splice was a great movie.
I think I've seen bits and pieces of that when I was a kid.
Yeah, they somehow create this I don't know, altered.
Oh, so I'm thinking of a different movie than
human animal hybrid. Geneticists create a human animal hybrid that quickly grows out of their control.
Who's in this?
What's his name?
Adrian Brody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good movie. Yeah, very a lot of like body horror stuff, a lot of weird sexual stuff. The Amityville Horrors, both good. The remake and the original. They're good, solid demon possessed house movies. Not much to say about that.
I've heard a lot of good things about that. I love Neve Campbell.
Neve Campbell, yeah, never watched it.
Me neither. I know a lot of girls I went to high school with who treated guys like shit are into that movie.
So. yeah. It's one of those. Exorcist, OG.
The dead movie. Don't die. I mean, duh. I guess. Final Destination. Those were fun. The first 3. After that, it just became like gore porn for no reason.
This is the one that's bad. This is the 4th one.
The Final.
And then they made Final Destination 5 after The Final Destination because it was trash.
Right. Lighthouse, I've been meaning to see.
I don't know if you'd like it.
No?
I didn't like it. I didn't hate it, but it's just not my cup of tea. Too meandering, too...
What does that word mean?
It just kind of doesn't... It's like not really going anywhere, it seems. It kind of is, but I don't know. It's kind of... I don't know. It's very abstract.
Is this just like basically a darker version of the honeymoon? Not the honeymooners, the Odd Couple. It's just 2 guys, two guys stuck in a lighthouse together, and they're like, "I can't live with you anymore."
Kind of. It's about them going crazy in their isolation, but I don't know. It was a little much for me. I didn't. I might have to give it another shot. The Shining, classic. The Strangers,
such a good movie.
Classic. The Strangers.
Yeah. I saw that in theaters.
I think I might have. No, I didn't. I saw it on DVD.
They just remade that. Is that the remake, or is that like a shitty sequel? The one next to it. Pray at Night.
Oh, that's a. I wouldn't say it's shitty. Pray at Night. It's actually pretty good. It's just not as creepy as the first one, but
dude, yeah, it was creepy.
It's got some good parts in it. The protagonists fight back more in it, which is cool. But it's definitely not as creepy. The Visit was an M. Night Shyamalan movie, one of his comeback movies. Pretty good.
He directed it.
It's kind of like found footage in a way.
Cool.
The Watchers. I haven't seen that.
Gonna watch that. The Vivitch.
Is.
I definitely want to watch that.
We're gonna watch that. We should do a review on it.
Sure.
It's very, very creepy. It's like 17th century, like early a colonization of America, where these people get like outcasted from their village, and then they go out to live in the woods, and a demon is
nice,
basically terrorizing them. Corpse Bride. You
Hmm.
know, I haven't seen it since I was a kid, but pretty good. Trick or Treat. That's a great. Speaking of anthology horror movies. That is one of the best ones. It's kind of an anthology horror,
Never
but
seen it.
they all the stories are connected, so they tie in together, so it's different.
Nice.
But it's good. It's a good, fun, creepy horror movie. Um, let's see.
Vampire.
And see, the Urban Legend was pretty good. It's like that one of those Scream knockoff movies.
Oh, okay. Is that Paul Walker? Is that Michael Fassbender?
No, it's none of those people. Yeah, Urban Legend. Yeah, one of those Scream knockoffs. It's one of those things where, yeah, it's like a whodunit slasher, and then it turns out to be the most unlikely person, only because it turns out to be like a small framed girl played by who is it? Spoiler alert, but yeah, Urban Legend. What's her name again? Rebecca Gayheart. Remember her?
No.
Anyways, the killer turns out to be her, but the entire time you're watching it, the killer's like a 6 foot plus, like 200-pound dude, and then but it's her the whole time.
Stupid.
It makes no sense. Yeah.
Victor Frankenstein. I didn't think that movie came out.
What do you mean?
Like I remember hearing about it, and then I just kind of thought it went into like developmental hell.
Came out 9 years ago.
I guess it was that good.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Harry Potter and James McAvoy. James McAvoy, you're better than that. What are you doing?
All right. Well, so out of all these movies on Max, we'll go through them again. Let's see what we recommend. Aliens, number one. Anaconda, number two. And these are in no particular. I'm just scrolling down.
Right. It's just the order that they're listed in.
Exactly. So Aliens 1, Anaconda 2, Beetlejuice Shore 3, Doctor Sleep 4 for sure. I'm not going to count Dream Scenario. Evil Dead 5. Never saw Firestarter, did you?
Nah.
Friday the 13th, the remake 6. Fright Night 7 for sure. Definitely go see Fright Night. Insidious Chapter 3 is good. Number 8. I don't even know what number I'm on. Whatever, doesn't matter. Krampus.
Krampus.
Oh, it's good.
For sure. It 1 and 2.
Malignant, sure. Yeah, but 2's not on.
No.
Men. Highly recommend. Very creepy. Midsommar.
Night of the Living Dead.
Paranormal Activity, I would recommend. Maybe up to 3. Pet Sematary, the OG. Saw, you know what they are.
I would recommend every single one of those.
I don't know about that, but
watch them twice. I love those fucking movies. Those dumb, stupid fucking movies.
Fair enough. Scream 1 to 4.
Yeah,
all of them. Sure. Great.
Conveniently, they only have the good ones on here. That's so
convenient. Rad. Yeah, so you don't have to get confused on which one's a good one. Sinister, recommend.
Nice.
Splice, recommend. Both Amityville Horrors, recommend. Nope. Exorcist,
the Blob, the original. Ooh.
Did I forget the? Oh yeah, I didn't see the. Yeah, the '80s Blob is where it's at. Yeah. I'm not gonna bother with the '50s.
Is that the Blob. One where I mean, it, for lack of better description, it's a literal blob, but it like eats like people's skin or some shit. Like it's like acidic. It's like eating people.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
it's like a gooey blob thing.
Rad. What is it? An alien?
Yeah, it's like an alien.
It's physical COVID.
Yeah, something to actually be worried about. The Shining,
The Strangers,
1 and 2, The Visit's good.
The Visit.
The Witch for sure.
Yeah, we gotta watch that. We gotta watch The Watchers.
If you're a horror fan, you gotta watch The Witch.
Yeah,
we'll watch The Watchers.
Watchers.
Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat, highly recommend. We didn't talk about this, but Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me. Probably should watch the show.
Is that the name? Like, so it was a movie then a show, or a show then a movie?
It was a show then a movie.
Okay, so this is after the show.
Yeah, but it's also kind of a prequel.
Gotcha. Okay.
I actually honestly don't, because there's 2 seasons initially of Twin Peaks.
That's it?
Well, there's 3, but the third came out like 20 years later.
Right.
But there's the 2 seasons, and then I don't know if Fire Walk with Me, the movie, came out after season 2 or between 1 and 2.
Gotcha.
I don't know, but you should just check out Twin Peaks in general.
Nice.
Urban Legend, not it's fine.
Dracula 2000.
That was fun. It's a fun kind of
How old were you in 2000?
3.
Oh, damn. So you don't remember the trend of like almost every movie that came out that year having the
I
subtitle
remember
2000.
Pokemon 2000. I remember
Everything was 2000. It was so rad. I mean, it was cool in the
it's a
moment.
big deal. Yeah,
And
2000.
then I look back on it and I'm like, did Hollywood think we forgot what fucking year it was?
Yeah. Pretty corny. It's a cool number though.
Yeah, it is pretty cool though. Dracula 2 Ascension, Dracula 3 Legacy. Wow.
But yeah, that's where my recommendations stop. So there you have it. There's Matt and Phil's recommendation.
Mostly Phil.
Mostly mine. I mean, did you agree with most of this? Whatever you didn't agree with, you probably just haven't seen.
I mean that's true. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of these, so I definitely got to get on that.
Well, there you have it. That's what you should watch if you have HBO Max. And if you don't, well, go fuck yourself.
Hashtag non-spawn, but
yeah, go watch Tubi or something. I don't know.
Right. Have fun with commercials.
Yeah.
You fucking losers.
Yeah. My lighter. God damn it. No.
Well, that's it.
Well, that's it. I think we nailed it. Another fucking classic episode of Man
Another
Phil.
Emmy-nominated episode.
We'll see. If they know what's good for him.
Hell yeah.
All right.
See y'all's next time.